All right, we are finally on the air. It's Sunday night. This is the M Cluster. I'm unhappy. Our tech tonight just refuses to cooperate. So we're going to do things a little different. Brandon's with us. Say hello, Brandon.
Hello, guys.
No, I said say hello, Brandon.
Wow.
Hello, Brandon.
He's a little honorary right now, isn't he?
And as you can tell, Dante's in the background. Wave at the camera, Dante.
Hey.
Except there's no camera there.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
And tonight we're talking about Takens. 1 and 2.
Taken 1 and 2.
No, it's Takens.
No, Taken
Because there's 2 of them.
3.
No, there's 2.
They're making the 3rd.
But there's not a 3rd now, is there?
Is it kind of like a baby? It's like 2 and 1 on the way.
It's not born yet, so it's not it's not a person.
Oh, we just ready for the comments now, aren't we? That escalated quickly.
Taken is
Take it away, Brandon.
it's a nice movie. You know, it's about a guy and his ex-wife and his daughter, and you know, his daughter wants to go to Paris, and you know, she goes, and they live happily ever after. Except for that, you know, she gets kidnapped or taken, if you prefer, and Liam Neeson is a badass what is he, CIA? I forget what agency he works for. Not that it really matters. He has one of the classic lines, very particular set of skills. The people who take his daughter while she's visiting Paris, he hunts them down and he kills them in a very extreme manner for that last guy, which was awesome. The second movie picks up shortly after the first one ends, and the father of the people that he killed, or at least one of the guys that he killed, is up for revenge, and he decides to kidnap Liam Neeson, his wife, and his daughter again, and try to. He said he's going to, you know, sell his daughter on the black market and blah blah blah, and yet again, you know, he finds them and he kills them. I like these movies a lot. There's the story depth isn't necessarily there, but it's the action's really good. The story does make sense. It's just not extremely deep. But I certainly enjoyed them. I know a lot of people have enjoyed them. I actually saw the first Taken before it was released here in the U.S. because it was made, I think, in the U.K. I can't remember exactly, but I know I saw it before it even came out in theaters. What did you think?
Saw it before it even came out in theaters.
Here, yes.
Did it say for your consideration?
No.
Bottom?
No. It was actually released on DVD overseas.
Were you overseas at the time?
I got it from someone. But it went, I kid you not, it was released. That part I am serious about.
So,
Jerk.
We can't show you our video clip this week because, like I said, our tech is being a whiny pussy.
The audio is there though, and the audio.
The audio is there.
It's
so we're gonna go ahead and
classic.
let you hear it. Maybe sometime today.
Good job, Tech. Your computer fails you so bad right now.
Yeah, it worked just a minute ago.
Then again, it's not as bad as my PC.
Right, stop talking.
I don't know what you want. If you are looking for a ransom, I can tell you I don't have money. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I've acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my daughter go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
Good luck.
And that is the big moment that everyone remembers from the film, which is interesting because this is an action-packed film.
Yeah.
And to answer your question, Brandon, I liked this movie. I think this is actually one of the best action movies to come out of the millennial decade. I saw it in theaters, really enjoyed it, could not wait for it to come out, so I could have it at home. And oddly, I've only watched it like twice since I've had it. It's not one of these movies I watch over and over again, but it's a very good action movie. And
Yes, it is.
one of the things that I was thinking about and talking about was with Dante was, you know, when you're in this situation, say you're one of these criminals, and you kidnap one of these girls, right? And you pick up that phone and you hear this guy calmly explain to you that he's going to find you if you don't let her go. That's when you go, all right, dude, you can pick her up here. We'll make sure she's bathed. We'll get her an upgraded suite.
They're probably thinking like, man, this guy's bullshitting, whatever.
Not exactly.
I don't know. He thought about it good and hard before he said good luck.
And most parents would not be so calm and controlled.
That is true. That is true. and to pick up for just a second, it was released in France on February 2008, and it came out here in the U.S. in January of 2009.
That's a little ironic that it was released in France, because she gets taken in France.
This is what they use for their advertising campaign. Come to France, you'll love it. Look at this cute guy you'll meet at the airport.
Yeah, look at her. She's like, oh, he's so hot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die now.
The friend, which if I'm not mistaken, let me look before I say
Her name was
it.
Amanda.
Huh?
Her name was Amanda, or the character at least.
Not who I thought it was. I thought it was Elizabeth Olsen. Then Katie Cassidy is coming up in something else that I just recently talked about. But her friend was already like, yeah, I'm gonna screw him. You know, it's like I'm gonna be a little slut.
Yeah. She's coming out.
Oh, Laurel! It's Laurel from Arrow. That's who she is.
Okay, yeah.
So Laurel's a slut when she was younger.
Oof, that just
What?
doesn't sound.
Just when she was younger.
Well, she was technically legal. She was 19, right? Because when she says like, I'm not gonna have two 17-year-olds go, like she's 19.
Yeah, but she's a lawyer now.
Because that's so different, right? You know.
But
Well,
she's,
maybe in France it's not that different, but you know, like.
So what was that, Dante? I'm sorry. Do you really want to go down this road? So, Taken.
The action is definitely up there in realism, at least for me.
Yeah, the action's top notch, and this also is the movie that made Liam Neeson a badass. I mean,
Yeah.
he's been in plenty of good movies, and you
Was
know,
this before or after the Star Wars?
After,
after.
Oh.
way after. Were you not around for Star Wars? Like
Me?
that was in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I have a very terrible sense of time.
Were you born then?
Actually, it was in '97 to be exact. To for episode 1.
Okay.
Yeah, this came out in 2008.
So actually, to defend Dante a little bit, he became a badass in Star Wars, not this.
I disagree.
What?
I disagree. He was not. Qui-Gon was not a badass. Qui-Gon was a Jedi who was past his prime. This is a different conversation to have.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure a lot of Star Wars fans are gonna like jump down your throat right now.
Qui-Gon was a good Jedi. He was not a badass. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
So this was the movie that solidified him as an action hero. he'd been in a lot of good movies, but this one really kind of put it over the. Oh, I didn't look up that rant. My friend wrote a rant about how badass Liam Neeson actually is.
We're gonna have to find that and post that on the
Post
site.
it, yeah, because it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's like I got to read it. It was epic.
But I mean, the action is top notch. The acting is good. I liked everybody that was in the movie. His ex-wife plays a real cunt.
I mean, there's also so many memes about Liam Neeson. I mean, let's see, he trained Batman.
Yeah.
He trained Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yep, he trained Batman. He trained Obi-Wan. That's right.
The A-Team. So your argument that he only became a badass in this movie, quite invalid.
When did those memes get generated? Look me up some dates.
Probably after this movie.
Okay. But Lenore, Famke Jensen, his ex-wife, real bitch in the beginning of this movie.
Wasn't she Jean Grey? Wasn't
she? Oh yeah, she was a total bitch. She's like, just put your present over there.
Yeah, and like.
We have a professional photographer.
Yeah, we have a professional photographer. Put your fucking,
Yeah, like I heard that. I'm like,
camera
you're
away.
a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, just let the dude give his daughter a present.
I know.
And he was so good about not responding in kind.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't have done that. I would not. I'd have been like, it's like, you're a whore, right? And then when my daughter got taken, and I was like, in the midst of looking for clues so that I could save her, I'd be like, which one's her room? Tell me what happened. She was taken. Her room's over there. This is your fault, bitch. Right? And then when he's done saving her and brings her back.
Although at the same time, like, it's also slightly his daughter's fault and her mom's too, because when he's like, well, how about this? I'll go with you.
Yeah, she's a teenager.
Like, that, I would have been like, you're not in the same room, fine. Whatever.
Yeah. Okay, but she's a teenager. Teenagers make stupid decisions. So
well, I'm pretty sure she's not going to make that stupid decision again.
I don't know, because there was a part 2.
And apparently a part 3.
But it wasn't necessarily about her. It was about kidnapping him. And although there is going to be a part 3 now.
And what I like to say, I don't like calling it Taken 2. I like calling it Taken 2.
Like also.
Yes. Taken TOO. Because
or maybe like taken TO, like taken to where?
Yeah. It's like, did I get a ride to the airport? You know?
There's another meme that has him on the phone with the killer, and it says, "I don't know who you are, but if you are a wolf, I will find you and I will punch you."
Nice.
Oh, you should have looked those up before so we could have those to show. But, okay, so like I said, really good action movie. It really... I have a friend whose wife... Oh, wow, that came out wrong. Because his wife is also my friend. She's actually... was my friend first, and I met him through her. So my friend started to watch that movie, and she had to stop. Because it was so realistic that it was upsetting her to think about something like that happen. They have 3 daughters.
Oh yeah.
And she's never been able to watch the whole movie because the realism is too much for her.
Yeah, it is very believable that something like this could happen. And even with him hunting them down, a lot of that stuff was believable. Like, I could see some kind of, retired operative being able to do this kind of stuff.
Well,
it's not completely unbelievable like, Jason Bourne, like, that kind of thing. It is more low-key in what he does.
Not, I wouldn't say it was implausible, but it's not likely.
Well, of course not. But I don't think Brandon's arguing that it was likely. But
yeah, I'm saying,
it could happen.
Yeah.
The believability of it, like it actually happening like that, probably not. I mean,
right. But
I enjoyed the scene where he was like, where he got the translator and the whole like picking up the prostitute thing. Because I remember the first time I watched this, I was like, what is he doing? And then when it all unfolded, I'm like, oh, Good.
Yeah, the conversation he has with the prostitute
Yeah.
is interesting.
You know what I like? I like that Dante's involved in this conversation and he's still in the background.
Yeah.
Get on camera.
What? I've never heard of such a thing. What's a
So-
chimera? Isn't that one of those mythical beasts?
It's a Camaro. So this guy tears through France. You know, one of the things that was also interesting that other people have discussed, particularly females, is the way they felt when he would go and find places where these girls were and leave them there. He was looking for his daughter. Completely makes sense. But the idea that he found these girls and could have done something to keep them from suffering and did it really does not sit well with a lot of women.
It doesn't, but at the same time,
If it was their kid, they'd be okay with it.
well, not just that, but you also have to think. You also have to think like, all right, he was told basically, you have 96 hours before you're never going to find her. He can't waste time trying to help
understand
everyone.
that. I'm not saying that he should have. I'm saying that it hits
Yeah.
people in a sensitive place. You know, it's like,
If it was a different type of movie, he would have saved everybody.
Right.
That's what happens in a lot of movies.
yes.
It's like, I'm trying to
Wait,
save
even-
one person, but
well,
I'll save
even-
the whole world. And
Even his friend's wife, he shot her in the arm. He's like, it's a flesh wound.
Yeah.
You need to do this, or I will kill her.
Or I'll shoot her in the forehead. So he tears through France. He finds the place where his daughter is. Ultimately, doesn't keep her from getting sold. Okay, she actually gets sold, which I have a comment about this scene.
The one
He
where
goes
she's
into
being
the
sold to
room.
the rich guys.
Yeah. He goes into the room where the people are bidding, right? Puts the gun to the guy's head and says, "Buy her." Now, the way they bid is they press a button. Why wouldn't he just press the button instead of yelling at the guy to press it for
He
him?
did. He did end up pressing it.
He ended up pressing it, but he's like, "Bid, bid, bid." Like, you're like, "I'll kill you if you don't bid." It's like, why don't you just shut the fuck up and press the button? You know, it's like, why not just knock this guy out and eliminate him from the equation? You know, I thought that was a
Maybe he
bit
was
of-
trying to be, keep it on the down low.
Well, that was a bit of movie stupidness, in my opinion. Just they didn't think that one through all the way, I think. But again, just the action, the acting, everything was really good in this film, and I was like, that was a great film. I'm glad I saw it. And then they said Taken 2, and it's like, what?
that's how I felt about the second season of 24.
It's like, why would there be another Taken? Like
Well,
what are they going to take now?
the story made sense though, even in the second one.
It's not that the story doesn't make sense, but kind of like in the vein of what Dante just said. It's like, all right, how many times is the same thing going to happen to the same guy? You know?
At least they made it make sense. At least it,
It makes sense, but it was useless. It could have been the same movie.
the thing is,
Combine these two movies
with
together.
the
and
with
had
the end of the
exact same
second
outcome.
one though, with the end of the second one, they completely left it open for a third because he's like, "Do you have any more sons?" He's like, "Yeah, 2. They're gonna come after you too."
Yeah.
And
I
so
get it.
that was like, all right, taking 3.
I understand it, but you don't need 3 movies for that.
Why do you not need 3 movies with Liam Neeson being amazing?
Because Liam
Are you
Neeson-
trying to argue against his badassery?
No, I am not. Liam Neeson is better than that. Like, when Liam Neeson does push-ups, he pushes the earth down.
He's not Chuck Norris yet. Yet. I'm gonna say Chuck Norris doesn't have long to go. Liam Neeson might be the next Chuck Norris.
Yeah, I'm with you.
To me, I'm thinking the opposite of this is how Jose feels about the trailer for How to Train Your Dragon 2. Because you were saying, like, oh, this actually looks like this might be a half-decent sequel.
Yes.
How to Train Your Dragon 2. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, because, like, his problem with this, like, it's the same movie, again, why would I just If I want to see the same movie
Yeah.
again, I'll just watch the first one.
It's a rehash of this. It's the same story.
Because you get to see him beat people's asses all over again.
Okay, that movie's called The Raid Redemption.
What's for making a second one? Why do you not want to see more ass kicking? What is wrong with you?
there needs to be a different story around it.
You're missing the point. Yeah, they need to make something needs to change.
What I would like then, if here's some change for you. I would like her boyfriend that she met in the second movie, that is sitting down with them to have Sundays at the end. I would like for him to be some kind of agent and
Of Shield. You were saying?
I don't even know where I was going now.
I think Jose gets
now
points for.
I need to go watch
Real
Agents of
Man.
Shield because I didn't watch the finale. I hate you.
So, yeah, it's just these filmmakers
All right,
are
let's
not.
put it this way. Outside of the story, maybe being rehashed or whatever, did you like the second movie?
I liked the action in the second movie. Had the action been in the first movie, I would have liked it just as much. It's just.
And it was different. It wasn't his daughter getting kidnapped. It was him and his wife, or ex-wife.
It was the same
You cannot
thing. It was
kidnap
like,
Jean Grey.
Yeah, it was the same people. You can't kidnap Liam Neeson. It's like, forget Jean Grey. Like,
They did kidnap him, though.
Bionic
I mean,
powers out of
he
her.
busted out, but they did kidnap him. They tied him up. He was handcuffed for like 5 minutes.
Hold on. I think I found the rant.
Okay. Well, speaking of handcuffs, and to just be all over the map for no reason, remember their Superman when they had him in handcuffs? That was a fun moment when he got out.
He's like, look, guys.
It's like he forgot he was wearing them.
Okay.
All right. So, I think
All right.
we're about to read this rant.
Yes.
All right. Here we go.
So this is a rant that was written by my friend Fawad. Just in a casual conversation off the cuff. This is not like he did this as any kind of project. We were just having a conversation, and he starts out with, Taken 2 is a pretty damn funny movie. He's like, I've never seen it. It's on now at my uncle's place. And then, so this girl, the daughter of Liam Neeson, is in a bikini being honed into the next Liam Neeson.
Yeah, I mean, he taught her how to drive crazily, and she got a perfect score now. And
As he instructs
taught her how
her,
to track things down.
hold on. As he instructs her over the phone, as Liam Neeson is being beaten in a dungeon by Muslim terrorists, beards versus bikinis sums up things pretty well. Liam Neeson is all of our dads, really. Oh crap! Stupid Facebook. Hold on a second.
You're failing right now.
I hit the down arrow and it took me to a different conversation.
Ah.
If you were Liam Neeson, you would have just remembered the whole thing.
That's what I'm saying. Right. Okay. Liam Neeson is all of our dads, really, if you think about it. He keeps us all safe, all throughout time and space and various genres. I don't think he even masturbates. He's a real man. And he sacrifices his life many times over, multiple lives, and he sacrificed in various periods of history, even in Krull, from Cyclopses. He controls a Kraken and is a master of the fucking Force. And he's Irish. I mean, come on, he freed Ireland and America from terrorists, even while being declared a terrorist by the British. It's fun to think of his career as simply being a series of reincarnations of the same Liam Neeson throughout time and space. Kind of like Doctor Who, but with balls. He can defeat the terrorists over the phone. Doesn't even need to be in the same room. He's like anti-terrorism customer support. OnStar Action Hero Service. His nose
I
comes
have no
pretty
arguments
broken-
with any of this.
What?
I have no arguments with any of this.
His nose comes pre-broken forever. Yeah, only Chuck I said, it sounds like this is me interjecting. It sounds like you're reinventing Chuck Norris. He's like, yeah, but Chuck Norris never saved the Jews from the Nazis. He's like, come on, Schindler's List, man. Chuck Norris has the list.
Now I totally want to start creating like lines for Liam Neeson and have like an epic rap battle of Liam Neeson versus Chuck Norris.
He says, like, come on, man, Schindler's List. Chuck Norris had no list. He just shot some guy in the balls in this movie. I kid you not. Turkish rooftop fight, James Bond. Liam is doing it right now in this movie. He's got a cool name, Liam. Liam Qui-Gon Jinn Neeson.
Well, Liam Qui-Gon Raz Al Ghul Neeson. And throw Zeus in there somewhere.
It's like, he even manages to be fantastic in shitty movies. Qui-Gon Jinn is better than the Star Wars Episode 1 somehow, and they're the same movie. That's magic. You can hate little kid Anakin while loving Qui-Gon Jinn, because he's your Jedi dad. And also, in real life, he actually lost a wife, and then acted as Zeus the next day, after a touching, loving, dramatic death scene for his wife. Come on. Fuck you, Chuck Norris, with your ab flex. I think Liam Neeson could kill me in real life in 3 seconds. I think Chuck Norris would have to catch me first, because I would run. And jump in my car and get away. I think it would take Chuck Norris at least a day to kill me. At least.
Well, he's getting up there, so it might even take longer now. I mean, he is getting really old.
Hold on, I'm not done.
Really?
and he's not a tackler like Liam is. I would be wearing a fake mustache and wigs to disguise, and a baseball cap and sunglasses and shit, and hiding at a bus stop. Chuck Norris couldn't find me there easily. Sure, once he found me, he'd use one swift roundhouse and I'm done, but Liam would never let me reach the car. Or I'd step out of the car at the bus stop already dead.
I did find one inconsistency in the first Taken movie.
What's that?
So you know how when she's under the bed and he's explaining to her, he's like, when you get taken, spout out as much information as you can.
Yes.
And she's like, 6 feet, beard, blah, 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 tattoo. Well, when he listens to the recording of that the first time, instead of saying beard, she says mustache. And then in the following scene, when he re-listens to it yet again on the plane, she says beard again.
That's a weird continuity error, because they'd actually have to re-record that for that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, if you actually want to see, like Jose read the this little rant by his friend Fawad. He's actually been on our show once before, and
Twice.
he is just twice.
Twice.
Oh, I'm missing one. I remember
Watchmen and the end of year.
Okay, yeah. So if you want to see more of him and his zaniness, Watchmen's another.
Yeah, Watchmen. It's a double long episode, but it's excellent.
Balls.
It's a very good discussion.
Blue dick or blue drinks or whatever.
So if you want more of that type of if you want more of that, check out that.
If you want more blue dick and Fawad, watch Watchmen.
All right.
So we've gone long enough. Need to wrap this up. Taken 1 is a phenomenal movie. Taken 2 is a complete rehash of the first one. While watchable, I didn't see the point. I don't want them to make a Taken 3, even though it looks like it's going to happen.
Completely open. They have to at least wrap up those 2 sons or possibly a new boyfriend guy.
They could have done that in a post-credit scene. Like, there's these 2 Albanian dudes eating lunch casually, just like having a good old time, and Liam Neeson walks out of the bathroom. Pop, pop! End. The end. No more Taken. Because he actually says to his daughters, he only has one. He actually says to his daughter that I have to get your mom back, and then I have to stop these people from ever bothering us in our lives ever again. So, by that rationale, they are saying that Liam Neeson failed.
No, it's just going to continue in the third movie where he will succeed.
I thought, it seemed to me like he promised his daughter that he was going to wrap it up. You know, he's like, before the credits, I will have this done. That's what he said. I think that was the actual line in the movie.
He said before the credits.
Yes, he said before the credits.
Said before the credits, yep.
He said before the credits, I'm going to have this done. Have you seen movie 43
Yeah.
with
Of
me?
course.
Didn't you? You saw it at my house, didn't you?
I saw it at your house. I saw it here twice. I saw it at a friend's house another time.
Which version?
It's the one with the kids
Okay.
watching or looking for movie 43.
I believe it was Liam Neeson in the theatrical release.
That's what you've said.
Yes.
I've never.
I did not. I have not seen that version.
I would love to get my hands on that. I don't know where to get it, but it's a completely different movie.
Speaking of other things with Liam Neeson in it that are entertaining, there's on YouTube. There's Liam Neeson does comedy with like Ricky Gervais.
Yes.
And that's worth watching.
Yeah, we'll probably put a link to that in the description after the show. But like I said, it's totally worth watching. I would say buy Taken, rent Taken 2. Wait for USA Up All Night for Taken 3.
I don't think that exists anymore.
That's why I'm saying wait.
Like you're dating yourself.
Because I already know you're gonna go see it. You're gonna see it and you're gonna be like, that movie was fucking awesome.
I didn't say that about Taken 2, so
It's gonna happen.
So Sam Jackson.
It's gonna be
who
better than
would you
Godzilla.
replace with Sam Jackson with?
Uh,
Who would you replace with Sam Jackson?
his friend, the French agent or whatever. I don't remember his name.
Would he still be French?
Like the head of internal security.
Security, yeah.
Yeah.
Guy who just stops in the middle of the goddamn street and decides to make a phone call. It's like, fuck you, traffic.
Totally Sam Jackson. So that's who I would pick. What about you?
I'm going to commit a little bit of blasphemy here. I'd replace Liam Neeson.
Yeah, because you know he can't fight, and that would be so amazing. Try to watch him do that.
Because he is not a trained stage fighter. So that would be awesome. Like, it would be like watching
Oh, there you are.
stormtroopers have a shootout. Like, Sam Jackson would walk in the room, people would just start falling down. Because that's all they could do.
Now, this isn't Lucy.
What?
Lucy, the movie coming out.
Movie? Yeah. What about it?
She walks into a room and literally guys fall down.
Oh, yeah. So, how is this like Gladiator?
You said it a few times. Like it's a really great story with good acting and good actors, a lot of good action. Like it's well acted. Like, and there's a lot of fighting.
And people
You've been
die.
thinking about it for a while, huh?
Yeah. I was trying to think like Luke Besson was the writer, and I was thinking, was he related to Gladiator in any way? Like, no, he's related to Professional, which is like the other one of my top 3 favorite movies. So I'm like, nope, he's not related, so I can't use that one.
Right. So we're going to go ahead and pick our next movie. Reminder, we have our Marvel wrap-up, or our superhero wrap-up, we decided to call it, because we're not just talking about Marvel movies. We're talking about
Oh, that was
heroes in general. What was that?
I said that was interesting. Either I or you lost connection for a
Or
moment.
both.
'Cause
So go with him.
I saw the M cluster
Shakespeare
twice.
for the win. Out of nowhere. Without rhyme.
Did you catch that, Brandon?
No.
There was a
You
little
do-
bit of Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah. You gotta watch that thoroughly 8 times now.
Yeah. So.
Anyway.
So, I apologize, but I didn't even know you were gone.
No, I'm saying I think you were gone.
No, it was
No, it
I
was
watched
you.
It happen.
Oh, I saw like I said, I saw the M cluster twice.
Me too.
Me too.
Oh.
But you're the
Wait.
one who disappeared and reappeared. Anyway.
So anyway, yeah. Again, tech not fucking working with us tonight. But yes, so June 1st, we're doing our superhero wrap-up. We're going to start talking about all the superhero movies from the beginning of Phase 2, which would be Iron Man 3 up till now. And hoping we can do something a little different. I haven't solidified that yet, but I'm looking into it. So hopefully it'll be a good time. So let's go ahead and pick our next movie.
It might help if I could see you.
Yeah, we're
No,
working on it.
that never helps anything.
More tech. I'm flicking the little man.
Is he in a boat?
There, you have one right there.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to keep another one from coming out.
Oh.
All right.
B6.
B6. Is this what I think it is? Yes!
No.
Dun, 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 dun!
No.
Yes, it is. It's totally what I think it is. Because it happens to be the first one on the pile.
He's really building up the suspense now. Like, let me make sure these don't fly everywhere.
Can I have a drum roll, please? Boom!
Aw.
The Adjustment Bureau.
The Adjustment Bureau.
What the fuck is that?
What? You haven't seen the Adjustment Bureau?
I've never heard of it.
It's not,
It's a really good movie, in my
it
opinion.
is, but well,
I mean,
it just kind of ruined.
Yeah,
our-
we're totally going to talk about it next week.
Yeah, but it's not. It's a Matt Damon movie, but it wasn't huge.
Matt Damon.
Yes. So
Easy Robin.
How have you not seen the Adjustment Bureau?
it's an easy one to have missed, honestly.
Still.
Like I said, I've never even heard of it.
I find that difficult to believe because when I saw it, I talked about it a lot.
He doesn't listen to you.
I was really surprised at how
You felt about
I
it.
felt about it. Yes.
There we go. Because we haven't already spoiled how he feels about it.
Emily Blunt. Let's see.
So,
All right.
all right. So next week we are doing the Adjustment Bureau, which means Dante gets to be in front of the camera. You get your wish, Brandon. So you made a wish, and it happened.
That's what Jose does for you.
So if you like what we're doing here, click like, favorite, subscribe. Hopefully next week our shit will actually work, and we can do the things that we want to do.
More fiber.
More fiber, yes. Need to feed our computers more fiber. And it actually works.
If you want your shit to work.
Yeah.
We should move to Tennessee.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, don't get me started on that. Yeah, that stuff and this stuff and the other stuff, and we're gonna go now. That's a wrap.
When are you ready?